Oh, good to be back at home. Obviously, we're playing a really good Mercury team today, and saw them a week ago in a really competitive game. So looking forward to tonight.
All right. Hey, coach. First of all, nice haircut. Um,
Oh, thank you for noticing.
of course, always. Always. Uh, but my question to you is obviously, like, you can't account for injuries, right? Injuries happen throughout the season, and obviously, the Dream are currently experiencing some. But what's that process like when you're trying to like adjust on the fly? Like, how hard is that?
Well, I think it's difficult, but I think most of the teams are going through it to some level, and I think your ability to adjust and adapt. Some of it is how can you play with a different lineup, or is it interchangeable and you can just continue to kind of play the same style, you just have different people, or does it really alter your style? uh, for us, obviously it would depend on who's out, but sometimes it could alter your style. Sometimes you can just put somebody in and it really is kind of a good continuity to it. But uh, there's a lot of games in a short period of time, and I think every team goes through it at some point where somebody's going to be missing for either a short period or an extended period of time, and your ability to adapt and be able to win in situations where you might be missing some key players is essential if you want to accomplish what you need to accomplish.
Coach, what do you feel like tonight against Phoenix is the biggest emphasis for your team? With them, Phoenix is still one of the top teams in the league. What is the biggest emphasis tonight against them?
I think we have to take good shots so that and take care of the ball and take good shots so they can't get out in transition. They are just really good in transition. Thomas will attack the rim, and shooters, they're running wide and they're ready to shoot it, and they got quick releases. So you got to get matched up. So you have to, stop the ball, and at the same time, make sure that you've got all these shooters guarded outside the 3 point line. Because if you run inside the three point line or try to get in the lane, AT's such a good passer. She finds the open shooter every single time. So your communication is going to have to be great. How you're going to have to get back on our shot so that you have a little bit of cushion and time to communicate to get all your matchups. But I would say there's a lot of things to be concerned about with Phoenix, but that's probably the biggest one in the start is just making them run half court offense instead of getting things in transition.
Coach, like Megan said, there are just moments throughout the season where you have to deal with the next man up because this player's out or that player's out for whatever reason. So, how good is it to have the ability to see a rookie like Tahina Pow just be able to contribute the way she has when she's asked to step into that starting lineup?
Yeah, I thought she was great the other night. And down the stretch, she had some huge baskets for us. I mean, she took the ball physical right to the rim, and in the last 2 minutes, and then she had a great slip to the basket to give us a lead with under a minute to go. And then at the other end, she defeated a couple ball screens, forced a tough two that we were able to rebound. When we took the lead initially before they tied it up. So uh her ability to come in, she's very confident. She doesn't shy away from any moment. She doesn't get rattled very easily. She has kind of a carefree attitude, but she's tough, she's talented, and she really played a really good game the other night.
Hey, coach. Your team is 9-2 following a loss this year. From being around this team, what do you attribute that resilience to?
Well, I don't know if I could put a finger on it, or it would, and we don't want to get in too many of these situations where it's coming from a loss, but uh I think we have a tendency to, like, after a loss, to get locked in and get motivated and want to get back out there and compete again. Uh, Sometimes it's on, these are short turnarounds, so you don't have a lot of time to dwell on what just happened. You just get in that morning, you talk about a couple things that you think we can do better, and our players do a good job listening and executing in those situations.
Coach. Of course, Ron is still sidelined, but we see her on the sidelines and she's engaged and talking to the players. Of course, I guess How much of the pressure has she taken off of you as a coach?
Say the first part again.
Said she's been sidelined for a bit.
Who?
Ryan, yeah,
Oh
Ryan.
yeah. Rye, she takes more pressure off me as a coach when she's playing. So that's when it feels the best to me, is when she's out there contributing on both ends. But she is engaged in the game just like you'd want her to be on the sidelines, and she's encouraging, and uh, she's very bright, has a great mind for the game, could be a coach. I guess she kind of helped out with Florida, but could really be a coach someday if she wanted to be a head coach, be somebody that could direct things. She has that knowledge of the game.
Coach, right now, obviously Jordan Canada questionable coming into this game. Will she actually play? And if she does play, what are you expecting from her in tonight's game?
Well, I haven't got an update for tonight yet. Our hope is that she'll be able to go. She did go through our game prep today. Obviously, she's been battling illness as we've reported, but I'll probably get the word like 30 minutes before tip off, I imagine.
On that same front, Coach, BG being out, what does that do to your inside presence? You do still have, of course, Bree, but count on Nia, count on. Does that spread the ball out more for you? Do you change your tempo a little bit different? What does it do with BG being out and have to go almost to a smaller lineup throughout the game?
Yeah, it definitely changes the matchups from the last time. BG just had a exceptional game last time we played Phoenix, so not to have her today hurts, but it'll give opportunities for Ania to come in. She's going to have to play a lot more minutes today, and she's done well when she's gotten minutes, so we're expecting good things from her. All right, thank you.